Welcome to this episode of the Harpreet Singh Show. I'm your host Harpreet Singh from Surrey, British Columbia, Canada. In today's program, we're going to talk to a wonderful person who's passionate about serving to others. As it is said, service to God is service to humanity. So he has been incorporating this philosophy in his life for the past many years, whereby he had started an organization called Indo-Africa Charitable Trust, by which every year he has been going over to Uganda and having medical mission camps over there. Along with that, in Canada as well as in India also, he has been serving the needy. So let's talk to this pioneer in the field of philanthropy. He's 82 years young, but his passion for service is evident from the talk which we're going to have just right now. So let's welcome Mr. Vasant Lakhani to the program. Mr. Lakhani, welcome to the program, sir.
Thank you. Nice to see you again.
Thank you. It's always a pleasure to talk to you. Thank you. So this is the first year after a long period that you have not been able to take your mission to Uganda. How do you feel about it?
I don't feel as good, but every year, this time of the year, I'm in Uganda and really busy, fairly occupied with number of projects that we do in Uganda. Project is the Uganda Medical Mission we've been doing for last 12 years. This would have been our 13th year. So I am a little bit disappointed, but I think we did some other things besides while sitting here.
Okay.
We had organized a camp, in one of the small village in Uganda in February and also in October. And then also we see what happened now with the shutdown and all that. Poor people are suffering.
Right.
People cannot go to work. They have no food to eat. So what they tell me is either we die of hunger or we die of COVID-19. So what we did is we provided ration kits to the people. We provided about 3,000 kits in Uganda to those in need. Also through Rotary Club of Jinja, that's where we have been working, and my Rotary Club of Barnaby Deer Lake, we provided some sanitizing liquids, soaps, because Uganda sometimes don't have clean water. So we provided some sanitizer in the villages through the Rotary Club. So we did some other things. We couldn't do the medical camp.
So COVID has still not stopped you, and despite not being able to go to Uganda, but you continued with that mission of serving others. So I'll just come back to this a little later, but let's go back a little bit. You started this movement about 12 years back when you started taking these students also, and also medical professionals who have been serving in Uganda. So what prompted you to think of starting this, and since then till now, what all has been done in Uganda?
Oh, in Uganda, we must have seen about 180,000 patients as of date. In India, we have done about maybe 30 water boards in small villages where there were no clean water facilities. Recently in Uganda, what we did even in this year, we sort of rebuilt a school called Walukuba Estate. There was a school in desperate need of some renovation. So we did some renovation, built some roads, and also we provided 2 water boards. This is what we did. For the last 12 years, we took number of projects, especially in India, we did the water board. In Uganda, we did the school projects, mainly providing uniforms to the students. Okay, providing clean water in some of the areas, and the latest one is this school project. Also, we have embarked on a new project now in India, is providing clean washrooms to the schools, because we had some requests and we thought that there is a need here we can meet, that nobody else is doing it. So we started that one now. Our first project is complete and we are working in 2 other schools as we speak right now. Because of the COVID, it's being delayed, but we'll continue working on those 2 projects in the 2 schools. We provide the washrooms complete, not like Western style, but it has a sink there to wash their hands, etc., and the soap and everything. So that's a new thing. Also in India, when the elderly get their teeth removed and they cannot, after the removal of teeth, they cannot chew. So we embarked on a project that nobody does, is we provide dentures. For the last 3 years, we've been providing dentures to the seniors who cannot afford to have dentures. Because when they don't have dentures, they can't chew properly. They can't chew properly. They will eat it and they will have stomachache and other medical problems. So, right, to avoid those problems, we provide dentures to those in need, especially the seniors. So these are some of the projects
Well,
we are
that's very
undertaking.
commendable. So, coming back to the Africa part,
Okay.
Mr. Lakhani, how
Coming to
did you get
Africa,
this idea of going over to Uganda and starting these medical camps over there? What was the major reason what you felt that this is an
the reason
important
I am
issue?
born in Uganda myself. I'm Uganda born, and I have made a commitment that I came to Uganda as a refugee with 55 sterling pounds in my hand.
Hmm.
So God has given me little bit of money that I
Right,
should spend in the country where I was born, and
right,
the country which is in real need of medical. They are really medically, people don't get the
right.
medical treatment.
Hmm.
They die. I was there myself, and I saw that people dying because not properly attended to.
Right.
So I started in the first year with a small camp with about 7, 8 people from here, and I had 6 local doctors.
Hmm.
Okay, in 2007 or something, and it was a small camp, and it mushroomed into today we are seeing 26,000 patients. The
Wow.
good part of our project is in Uganda is I get students. Sukhmit was with me. There were a lot of other students from Vancouver here that came with me.
Right.
What happens when the student comes with me? We work with the hospital. They will go to the hospital superintendent and
Absolutely.
get a letter of recommendations
Hmm.
saying that they work here, then how efficiently they work. They
Absolutely.
will have
And
then they
apart
have the
from all the credentials which they get, but the hands-on experience is a life-changing experience for
they,
the students.
they for
Absolutely.
2 weeks. Yeah,
Right. So
for
we'll,
2 weeks.
Mr. Lakhani, we'll go for a break. We'll be back and we'll continue from here only as to how do you manage all the resources? It's 2 weeks long. Everything is, goes absolutely perfect. So of course you have got contacts in Uganda, but you yourself are there, and you and Mrs. Lakhani work day and night tirelessly to make these camps a success. So we'll talk about this after this short break. We'll be back and we'll continue with the discussion as to how everything goes on and what all further on also you plan to do. So let's be back after this short break.
ਦਰਦ ਤੋਂ ਆਰਾਮ ਐਲੋਪੈਥਿਕ ਦਵਾਈਆਂ ਖਾਣ ਨਾਲ ਆ ਤਾਂ ਜਾਂਦਾ ਹੈ, ਪਰ ਇਸ ਦੇ ਸਾਈਡ ਇਫੈਕਟਸ ਵੀ ਹੁੰਦੇ ਹਨ। ਨੈਚੁਰਲ ਤਰੀਕੇ ਦੇ ਸਪਲੀਮੈਂਟਸ ਨਾਲ ਤੁਹਾਡੀ ਦਰਦ ਨੂੰ ਜੜੋਂ ਖਤਮ ਕਰਨ ਵਿੱਚ ਮਾਰਕਸ ਫਾਰਮੇਸੀ ਦੇ ਹਿੰਦੀ ਪੰਜਾਬੀ ਬੋਲਣ ਵਾਲੇ ਸਟਾਫ ਤੁਹਾਡੀ ਮਦਦ ਕਰ ਸਕਦੇ ਹਨ। ਇਹ ਆਪਣੇ ਪ੍ਰੋਡਕਟਸ ਕੈਨੇਡਾ ਦੇ ਹਰ ਹਿੱਸੇ ਵਿੱਚ ਵੀ ਭੇਜਦੇ ਹਨ। ਅਪਾਇੰਟਮੈਂਟ ਬੁੱਕ ਕਰਨ ਲਈ ਅੱਜ ਹੀ ਕਾਲ ਕਰੋ 604 596 1774 ਜਾਂ ਫਿਰ ਵਿਜ਼ਿਟ ਕਰੋ 8035 120 ਸਟਰੀਟ ਡੈਲਟਾ। ਦਰਦ ਨੂੰ ਜੜੋਂ ਖਤਮ ਕਰੋ।
ਕੀ ਤੁਸੀਂ ਸਰੀ, ਡੈਲਟਾ, ਰਿਚਮੰਡ, ਐਬਸਫੋਰਡ ਜਾਂ ਵੈਂਕੂਵਰ ਵਿੱਚ ਨਵਾਂ ਘਰ ਬਣਾਉਣ ਬਾਰੇ ਸੋਚ ਰਹੇ ਹੋ ਜਾਂ ਫਿਰ ਪੁਰਾਣੇ ਘਰ ਨੂੰ ਰੈਨੋਵੇਟ ਕਰਨਾ ਚਾਹੁੰਦੇ ਹੋ? ਤੁਹਾਨੂੰ ਲੋੜ ਹੈ ਇੱਕ ਤਜਰਬੇਕਾਰ ਬਿਲਡਰ, ਇੱਕ ਕ੍ਰੀਏਟਿਵ ਇੰਟੀਰੀਅਰ ਡਿਜ਼ਾਈਨਰ ਦੀ ਜੋ ਤੁਹਾਨੂੰ ਸਹੀ ਤਰ੍ਹਾਂ ਗਾਈਡ ਕਰ ਸਕਣ ਤੇ ਤੁਹਾਡੇ ਸੁਪਨੇ ਦੇ ਘਰ ਨੂੰ ਉਸਾਰ ਸਕਣ। ਅੱਜ ਹੀ ਕਾਲ ਕਰੋ ਹਰਪ੍ਰੀਤ ਜਾਂ ਸੰਦੀਪ 6048259295 ਉੱਤੇ।
ਸ਼ਾਈਨ ਫੈਮਿਲੀ ਡੈਂਟਲ ਕਲੀਨਿਕ ਡਾਕਟਰ ਸਤਪ੍ਰੀਤ ਸਿੰਘ ਦੀ ਦੇਖਰੇਖ ਹੇਠ ਆਧੁਨਿਕ ਮਸ਼ੀਨਾਂ ਦੀ ਵਰਤੋਂ ਨਾਲ ਤੁਹਾਡੇ ਦੰਦਾਂ ਦੀ ਸਹੀ ਕੇਅਰ ਕਰਦੇ ਹਨ। ਇਹਨਾਂ ਦੀ ਸੇਵਾਵਾਂ ਵਿੱਚ ਦੰਦਾਂ ਨੂੰ ਸਾਫ਼ ਕਰਨਾ, ਕਰਾਊਨਸ, ਬ੍ਰਿਜਸ, ਡੈਂਟਲ ਇੰਪਲਾਂਟਸ, ਰੂਟ ਕਨਾਲ, ਡੈਂਚਰਸ, ਬੌਂਡਿੰਗ ਅਤੇ ਵਨੀਰਸ, ਐਕਸਟ੍ਰੈਕਸ਼ਨਸ, ਬੋਨ ਕ੍ਰੈਫਟਿੰਗ ਆਦਿ ਸ਼ਾਮਲ ਹਨ। ਬੱਚਿਆਂ ਦੀ ਡੈਂਟਿਸਟਰੀ ਦੇ ਵੀ ਮਾਹਰ ਹਨ। ਇਹ ਇੰਸ਼ੋਰੈਂਸ ਕੰਪਨੀਆਂ ਨੂੰ ਡਾਇਰੈਕਟਲੀ ਬਿੱਲ ਭੇਜਦੇ ਹਨ ਤੇ ਤੁਹਾਨੂੰ ਘੱਟ ਤੋਂ ਘੱਟ ਚਾਰਜ ਕਰਨ ਦਾ ਵਾਅਦਾ ਕਰਦੇ ਹਨ। ਫॉर ਸਪੈਸ਼ਲ ਸ਼ਾਈਨ ਐਂਡ ਸਮਾਈਲ 604 503 0320 ਤੇ ਕਾਲ ਕਰੋ। ਕਿੰਗ ਜਾਰਜ ਸੁਪਰ ਸਟੋਰ ਦੇ ਕੋਲ, ਯੂਨਿਟ 370 7488 ਕਿੰਗ ਜਾਰਜ ਬੁਲੇਵਾਰਡ, ਸਰੀ।
It's a matter of great pride today that in the community profile segment we are talking to Mr. Vasant Lakhani, who's a philanthropist, as he has talked about the various projects which have been launched by him in Uganda, India, and even in Canada also. So we'll continue with the discussion, but before that, some of our sponsors. This program has been brought to you by Rika Mansingh, who's a registered dietitian. She's the author of Empowered Mind Diet Equation, and she has over 18 years of experience as a registered dietitian. And she says that if you're suffering from diabetes, heart diseases, food allergies, gastrointestinal disorders, obesity, mental health issues, or overall wellness, then you can contact her. She'll guide you as to what needs to be incorporated into your eating habits and what needs not to be taken so that you can remain healthy. Call her at 778-240-5951. 778-240-5951. Our next sponsor is Acme Glass Limited. They specialize in frameless glass railings, custom wood closet, shower and tub doors, shower sliders, beveled wood and metal trim mirrors, and custom glass work. So if you're looking to renovate your house or you're building a new house, you can contact them. They're known for their quality craftsmanship, high quality, and very reasonable prices. 604-543-8777. And their address is 8335 129th Street, Surrey. Our next sponsor is Best Home Kitchen Cabinets. The beauty of the home is the kitchen, and if you want to make your house look beautiful, you can contact Best Home Kitchen Cabinets, and they are known in the Lower Mainland as a well-reputed company. They are known for their custom high-end projects, and they have also been working on multi-unit projects. So for all types of special cabinet work, you can call Best Home Kitchen Cabinets at 604-591-8171. 604-591-8171. Let's once again go back to Mr. Lakhani and continue with our discussion. So, Mr. Lakhani, before the break, you talked about a lot of projects which have been initiated. Coming back to the issue of taking youngsters from here and also medical professionals to Uganda, then getting the local resources from there and then organizing a 2-week-long medical camp. It takes a lot of effort, energy. And, of course, you have been blessed. You're just 82 years young, but your passion for service is still evident. You're unstoppable. You're just going around. So what is that thing in you which makes you drive and makes you do all these things?
The thing I see is, as I said earlier, God has given me something. And I think I get the strength from the people like you. There are a lot of people supporting me. For example, we have local sponsors. They provide us our accommodation and local transportation, so that it reduces our expenses. Our team will be there for 2 weeks. Last year I had about 21 people, and there were I think 8 or 9 adults, and the rest were students. Mm-hmm. So we set up a camp. Start early morning at 7 o'clock. The camp starts. But I don't have enough doctors from here. So what we do is we hire local doctors. Right. Actually, we pay them, depending on their qualifications, $50 a day, anywhere from $30 to $50 a day. And ophthalmologist or gynecologist, we pay $60. They are specialists. So the camp is set up in a rural area where there are no adequate services. This year we made an exception that we were in a bigger city. Otherwise, normally we know all 11 years we've been going in underserviced area. So the camp is set up, and the patients are registered early in the morning. They come at 5:30 a.m. and we start registering at 7, and everybody is working from 7 a.m. to 7 p.m. Sudha, my wife, looks after the pharmacy. Pharmacy works till about 9 p.m. Mm-hmm. Because every patient is provided the prescribed medicine on the same day. We cannot afford to ask the patient for the next day. Because if they come next day, the cost is involved. Also, they may have to take time off from their work. So practically, the camp starts at 7 o'clock. It ends at 7 o'clock. 5 days a week, And the pharmacy ourselves, the management team we have, works till about 10, 11 o'clock. After 10 o'clock, we inform our sponsors that this is what happened at the camp today. Mm-hmm. So we have gynecologist who looks after the women issues. We have ophthalmologist. We provided 3,500 eyeglasses last year. Wow. We did about over 200 eye surgeries. Mm-hmm. This year, or last year, what we did first time is we went to the local hospital and we said, you know what, your hospital, your operating rooms are closing at 5:30, 10 o'clock. We'll pay you to use your operating rooms after 6 o'clock. And our surgeons will do the surgery to ensure that the patients we refer to the hospital, the surgery is done at the same day. Because they have some diet, they have to go on a diet, don't eat one day. It's done the next day.
Right.
So this is a new thing we introduced, that we hire the operating and we do it ourselves.
Right.
What was happening when we refer to the patient to another town or another city, he or she may not be able to get there. We provide them resources,
Right.
but and when they go there, they are government hospitals, and sometimes they have to wait for 2 days, 3 days. It involves them additional expenses because when we refer to the hospitals, they are not ready to accept those patients because they have other patients already waiting. So rather than patients waiting, we just do the surgeries at the same time.
Mm-hmm.
So this is one eye department.
Wow.
With dental, what we do mainly the extraction, because very difficult to do the filling.
Right.
And then for the kids, we will do the filling. For the adult, we have to do extractions because resources are limited.
Mm-hmm.
We are not in a hospital or a dental office. We are just on a football ground, and there are not enough facilities to do. We try our level best.
Right.
If possible, we may refer them to a dentist, local dentist, and they will do the filling.
Mm-hmm.
Also, new project we have
Yeah. Please go ahead.
project we have undertaken is our dentist team goes to the schools.
Okay.
And last year we saw 15,000. They do dental hygiene or
Wow.
oral hygiene. They show the kids, give a dietary thing, not to eat sugar and not chew tobacco in India, but especially, but also provide free toothbrushes and toothpastes, and actually practically show the students how to brush the teeth properly.
Mm-hmm.
So this is our dentist does. Last year, over 15,000 students were provided with free toothbrush and toothbrushes,
Right.
and they had workshop with the dentist.
Wonderful. So, Mr. Lakhani, from a few hundred to thousands of patients, they have started coming and they wait eagerly for these camps to be held every year. But unfortunately, because of COVID this year, these camps were not organized. But as you said, as an alternative, you have been helping them out still there over there. Now, this requires resources, money. So, for one camp, approximately how much money is involved in this, and how do you raise all this money?
Okay. For one camp, we need at least $50,000.
Mm-hmm.
So what we have done in the beginning, we were paying all the expenses. So we have sought now local sponsors. We
Right.
used to do a fundraiser every year on Mother's Day. I think you have been to
Oh, yes.
all of it.
Mm-hmm.
This year we had to cancel it, and also the camp got cancelled. So I think we are doing okay. But the money is raised through your through you,
Mm-hmm.
through your TV, what you are doing with me right now.
Mm-hmm.
Probably I'll get some sponsors to raise the money for next year.
Right.
And next year we'll do the fundraiser again, hopefully, if everything works out. Also, friends, relatives, families, they help me to continue working here. I have some regular sponsors. For example, Bharat Travelers is my regular sponsor. Family Clinic in Family Pharmacy in Surrey. They also sponsor me regularly. Now we do Uganda project extensively, most of
Right.
the budget.
Right.
Now what I have done is local sponsors. I said now
Mm-hmm.
we pay doctors. Imagine I have this year I had 37, 38 doctors.
Mm-hmm.
If I paid an average for $30,
Right.
30 US dollars, 35 doctors, they need 10,000, 5,000. You know. So what I did is I asked the local sponsors to pay 50% of the cost.
Right.
Also, we have now pharmacists. They donate the medicine. We used to buy them.
Mm-hmm.
So we get some medicines donated.
Right.
Okay.
Wonderful.
So this is how
It's
we
very
manage.
commendable the kind of energy which you bring into these camps, and of course, we will be seeing a video also where people can see for themselves how much in depth the work is done and how people over there also get involved and they get the benefit of these camps. Let's go for a short break. We'll be back and we'll continue with the discussion as to, again, of course, Uganda is a major center where you go and serve, but even in Canada also and in India also, you have been organizing camps and serving food to the homeless and the needy. We'll talk about this after this short break.
ਭਾਰਤ ਪੈਸੇ ਭੇਜਣੇ ਹੋਣ ਜਾਂ ਫਿਰ ਮੰਗਵਾਉਣੇ ਹੋਣ ਤੇ ਯਾਦ ਰੱਖੋ ਪੰਜਾਬ ਫੋਰੈਕਸ ਨੂੰ ਤਸੱਲੀ ਬਖਸ਼ ਸੇਵਾਵਾਂ ਅਤੇ ਵਧੀਆ ਰੇਟ ਦੇਣ ਦੀ ਇਹ ਗਾਰੰਟੀ ਕਰਦੇ ਹਨ। ਅੱਜ ਹੀ ਕਾਲ ਕਰੋ 6043491313 ਉੱਤੇ।
ਲੈਣਾ ਚਾਹੁੰਦੇ ਹੋ ਨਵੇਂ ਤੇ ਵਧੀਆ ਅਪਲਾਈਐਂਸਸ ਜਿਵੇਂ ਕਿ ਸਟੋਵ, ਓਵਨ, ਫ੍ਰਿਜ, ਵਾਸ਼ਰ ਡਰਾਇਰ, ਮਾਈਕ੍ਰੋਵੇਵ, ਫ੍ਰੀਜ਼ਰਸ ਜਾਂ ਡਿਸ਼ਵਾਸ਼ਰ ਤਾਂ ਫਿਰ ਪਹੁੰਚੋ ਪ੍ਰੀਮੀਅਮ ਅਪਲਾਈਐਂਸਸ ਤੇ। ਇਹਨਾਂ ਦੀਆਂ 3 ਬ੍ਰਾਂਚੇਸ ਸਰੀ, ਐਬਟਸਫੋਰਡ ਤੇ ਚਿਲਵੈਕ ਵਿੱਚ ਹਨ। ਇੱਥੇ ਤੁਹਾਨੂੰ ਵਾਜਬ ਕੀਮਤਾਂ ਤੇ ਅਪਲਾਈਐਂਸਸ ਮਿਲਣਗੇ। ਇਹ ਡਿਲੀਵਰੀ ਤੇ ਇੰਸਟਾਲੇਸ਼ਨ ਵੀ ਕਰਦੇ ਹਨ। ਸਪੈਸ਼ਲ ਪੈਕੇजेस ਫॉर ਬਿਲਡਰਸ ਐਂਡ ਹੋਮ ਓਨਰਸ। ਕਾਲ 6045904140 604 590 4140।
Karen thought she won a gift card, but we had a much bigger surprise for her. We rise by lifting others. Vasant Motors.
ਸਵਾਗਤ ਕਰਦੇ ਹਾਂ ਜੀ ਇੱਕ ਵਾਰ ਫਿਰ ਆਪ ਸਭ ਦਾ ਇਸ ਪ੍ਰੋਗਰਾਮ ਵਿੱਚ। ਪ੍ਰੋਗਰਾਮ ਤੁਹਾਡੇ ਤੱਕ ਪਹੁੰਚਾਇਆ ਜਾ ਰਿਹਾ ਹੈ AMC ਇੰਸ਼ੋਰੈਂਸ ਦੇ ਸਹਿਯੋਗ ਨਾਲ। If you're looking for home, auto, travel, business, life or recreational insurance, you can depend upon AMC Insurance. They have 9 branches in Lower Mainland to serve you, and they're open 7 days a week from 8:30 a.m. onwards till 9 p.m. For more information, you can call 604-507-6666. 604-507-6666. Our next sponsors are Ahi Transportation Group. They have been in the transportation and storage industry since 1993, and the motto is, your cargo is our responsibility. So if you want to send your goods anywhere in Canada, you can depend upon them. Address is 8970 River Road, Delta, and phone number is 604-940-9511. And email is shinda@ahi.com, or you can go to the website at ahi.com. This program has been brought to you with the support of Mr. Aman from Aman Tiles, and they say that if you are constructing a new home or you are getting your home renovated and you are not finding the right type of tile installer, then you can depend upon Aman Tiles. They specialize in granite, marble, porcelain, ceramic tiles, kitchen, bath, schluter, custom shower base, fireplaces, decks, and walls. And you can get the tiles installed at good prices. They do all kind of work according to your budget. For more information, you can call Mr. Aman at 778-316-3510. 778-316-3510. Let's get back to Mr. Lakhani and continue with the discussion as to what kind of work which he has been doing. He has told us before the break in Uganda. But let's now focus on a little bit about India and Canada also as to what all is being done over there. So Mr. Lakhani, it's not just in Uganda that you have been organizing these camps. In India also you have been organizing these camps in Gujarat. And in Lower Mainland you have been serving the needy, the homeless. So can you elaborate a little bit about what is being done in Canada and India?
See, in India, we are doing medical camp. This year, in fact, I was fortunate that in February, I was in India myself.
Mm-hmm.
And I hosted a camp, sponsored a camp in a town called Hansot in Bharuch district in Gujarat. We saw about 1,500 students there do their dental hygiene, and also did some eye surgeries, about 250 to 300 eye surgeries. What we saw there is there was an organization we saw there. There were girls there, and what they needed is some sewing machines. So these girls who would become independent if we provided them some resources. So what we did that we provide 6 sewing machines. So what will happen is they will sew, and then they will support their families. So that was one of the new projects we took. Also in India, we have started very recently. Last year, we did the first, what they call it, toilet block. We provided the washrooms in the district of Junagadh to a school, BR school, and there were 3 washrooms for the boys and girls. There are about 150 students, but those washrooms are complete with sink, etc., everything. So they wash their hands after and everything. That's a new project. We are also working on, currently we are working on 2 other schools as we speak right now, that those 2 washrooms will be ready in next couple of months. Due to COVID, the construction is delayed a little bit. So this is about India.
Right.
Toothbrushes, medical, also clean water. We provided about 30 water boards so far
Right.
in Rajkot district, now in Junagadh district.
Ji.
We are working heavily in Junagadh district.
Okay. And as far as Canada is concerned, here also we find you on Sundays and on weekends serving
Concerned what
the
happened
food to the
due to
needy.
COVID. Yeah, due to COVID in Canada, we could not cook. We were restricted. So what we did was we approached the organization we have been working with for the last number of years. What we said, okay, we won't cook, but how about we bring food from outside for you? And I think we found out that pizza would be very popular. It has been popular with us. So what we do is we provide pizza every week, sometimes twice a week, to the organizations like in downtown and in Surrey. Every Saturday, every Sunday, most of the Saturdays and Sundays, we go and deliver the pizzas. Last weekend on Dunleavy Street, we had to deliver pizza. We delivered 45 pizzas. There are about 300 that will feed about 350 people for lunch. So we work with the various organizations in downtown and also in Surrey. And
Great.
this weekend will be cooking. We are allowed to cook. So this will be our first cooking after the COVID in Surrey.
Great.
So this is how we work in Surrey.
That's really
The funding
commendable.
is
That is
provided by
really
Surrey.
commendable. Yeah.
Sorry.
So, Mr. Lakhani, you mentioned in the beginning also when I asked you that what prompts you to do this, and you said God has been very kind to you, and because of that, you want to give back to the community. So, at this age also, you are unstoppable. Again, what is that force, or what motivates you to do what you do?
I think my internal feelings and a lot of people support me. I think it's the support, moral support, saying, "Oh, Vasant bhai, do it." And I somehow then God gives me the energy to do it. I don't know how long I will be able to do it, but lot of local support I have, local support from overseas, also support from overseas, that motivates me to do. For example, a simple email would come to me, Vasant bhai, you're doing a good job. That motivates me, Like if you see the Facebook, a lot of people encourage me, keep up the good work. Those things keeps me going. I think I don't know. God gives me the energy to do it, and I think I'm very thankful to a lot of people
Right.
that it's a simple email or simple message only, and people like you supporting doing this interview, and hopefully I get some financial support. Family care, Surrey Family Care, Pharma Care also support me heavily. And the Bharat Traders, I say, they are good partners for me,
Right. So, Mr. Lakhani, there are two views which go today in this world. One is, everybody is now self-centered. Nobody wants to look after others. But there are examples like you and your sponsors who are helping out. And there are many other organizations also which are trying to help each other, especially during this COVID crisis also. So, what message would you like to give today to our viewers all over the world who are watching this program? Why is it necessary to serve others?
See, this is necessary to serve others because we see the need there. And with COVID right now, if you can afford time, they say the time, money, or whatever you can do, a little bit for those disadvantaged people. Right now, a lot of people are unemployed, I see it, and I wish I could do much more than I can right now with the resources I have, But what motivates is the people motivate me, and what I see is there's a need now, and if we can just give, if we are eating 4 rotis, we can give just 1 or 2 to somebody else. We can do away with 2. We don't have to eat 4 rotis, So if you share what you have, what I mean, if you share whatever little you have, some people say I give my 10% of my income. Income is small, give 5%. Give 2 rotis, give 1 rotis, whatever you can give to those in need. I think that would be my message. And everybody can give a little bit, Tan, man and dhan, kaise bhi de do. Tan se de do, hum tan se karte hain. हम मन से करते हैं, थोड़ा बहुत धन से करते हैं. जिसके पास ज्यादा धन है, उसके पास टाइम नहीं है, वो धन से दे सकते हैं.
Right. So in any way you can serve, one should come forward. And that is what is that internal satisfaction of what you are doing. And there is no substitute for that.
Yeah.
What is your website? If anybody wants to be a part of this movement, where can they contact
Well,
you?
we have Indo-Africa Charitable Society.com. Also, we have a Facebook, Indo-Africa Charitable Society. Facebook is there, and Vasant Lakhani also on the Facebook. So there's a lot of information on the Facebook, which is more up to date Facebook
Right,
than sometimes is the website.
right.
So and they can call me. My phone number is there.
You can
Six
please give
any
your number also, phone number also.
My number is 604-987-1925. 608-604-987-125. Just to let you know very quickly, yesterday I got a call from a woman. How can I help you? I just a phone call. I said, how did you know about me? She
Right.
said, I saw somewhere in the Facebook that somebody is doing some work in downtown Vancouver with the homeless, etc.
Right.
It's just a phone call. So we said, okay, we recruit you as a volunteer. Probably she would be helping us at Surrey dinner this weekend.
Wonderful.
So these are the things that motivates me to do it.
Great. Mr. Lakhani, once again, thank you very much for what you are doing. We are proud of you, and you are an inspiration for many people. Continue doing what you are doing, and we are hopeful that this movement which you have started will continue forever. Thank you very much, and best wishes.
Thank you very much indeed.
ਥੈਂਕ ਯੂ ਸੋ ਇਹ ਸਨ ਮਿਸਟਰ ਵਸੰਤ ਲਖਾਨੀ ਜਿਨ੍ਹਾਂ ਨੇ ਅੱਜ ਸਾਡੇ ਨਾਲ ਗੱਲਬਾਤ ਕੀਤੀ 82 ਸਾਲ ਦੀ ਇਹਨਾਂ ਦੀ ਉਮਰ ਹੈ ਲੇਕਿਨ ਇਹਨਾਂ ਦਾ ਜਿਹੜਾ ਜਜ਼ਬਾ ਹੈ ਪੈਸ਼ਨ ਹੈ ਸਰਵ ਕਰਨ ਦਾ ਉਹ ਤੁਸੀਂ ਇਸ ਇੰਟਰਵਿਊ ਵਿੱਚ ਦੇਖ ਹੀ ਲਿਆ ਹੈ ਕੁਛ ਹੀ ਦੇਰ ਤੱਕ ਮੈਂ ਤੁਹਾਨੂੰ ਦਿਖਾਵਾਂਗਾ ਇੱਕ ਵੀਡੀਓ ਜਿਹੜਾ ਇਹ ਕੰਮ ਕਰਦੇ ਨੇ ਤਾਂ ਕਿ ਤੁਸੀਂ ਆਪ ਆਪਣੀ ਅੱਖੀਂ ਦੇਖ ਸਕੋ ਕਿ ਜਿਸ ਤਰੀਕੇ ਦਾ ਕੰਮ ਹੁੰਦਾ ਹੈ ਕਿਸ ਤਰ੍ਹਾਂ ਇਹ ਦੂਰ ਦੁਰਾਡੇ ਇਲਾਕਿਆਂ ਦੇ ਵਿੱਚ ਜਾ ਕੇ ਜਿੱਥੇ ਲੋਕਾਂ ਨੂੰ ਮੈਡੀਕਲ ਸਰਵਿਸਿਜ਼ ਦੀ ਲੋੜ ਹੈ ਇਹ ਪ੍ਰੋਵਾਈਡ ਕਰਦੇ ਨੇ ਸੋ ਵਾਕਿਆ ਵਿੱਚ ਹੀ ਸਾਨੂੰ ਤਾਂ ਇਹ ਵੀ ਕਿਹਾ ਗਿਆ ਹੈ ਸਾਡੇ ਗ੍ਰੰਥਾਂ ਦੇ ਵਿੱਚ ਕਿ ਗਰੀਬ ਦਾ ਮੂੰਹ ਜੋ ਹੈ ਗੁਰੂ ਦੀ ਗੋਲਕ ਹੈ ਜਿੱਥੇ ਕਿਤੇ ਕੋਈ ਚੰਗਾ ਕੰਮ ਹੁੰਦਾ ਸਾਡਾ ਸਾਰਿਆਂ ਦਾ ਫਰਜ਼ ਬਣਦਾ ਕਿ ਅਸੀਂ ਜ਼ਰੂਰ ਇਨਕਰੇਜ ਕਰੀਏ ਅਤੇ ਇਸ ਦਾ ਹਿੱਸਾ ਜੇ ਬਣ ਸਕਦੇ ਹਾਂ ਤਾਂ ਜ਼ਰੂਰ ਬਣੀਏ ਸੋ ਪ੍ਰੋਗਰਾਮ ਦੀ ਕਰਦੇ ਹਾਂ ਜੀ ਇੱਥੇ ਹੀ ਸਮਾਪਤੀ ਸਭ ਦਾ ਧੰਨਵਾਦ ਪ੍ਰੋਗਰਾਮ ਵਿੱਚ ਸ਼ਾਮਲ ਹੋਣ ਲਈ ਤੁਸੀਂ ਕੋਈ ਜਾਣਕਾਰੀ ਲੈਣੀ ਹੋਏ ਮੇਰੇ ਨਾਲ ਗੱਲਬਾਤ ਕਰਨੀ ਹੋਏ ਤਾਂ 6046037555 'ਤੇ ਗੱਲਬਾਤ ਕਰ ਸਕਦੇ ਹੋ ਜਾਂ ਫਿਰ ਈਮੇਲ ਕਰ ਸਕਦੇ ਹੋ harpreetsingh@gmail.com ਉਸ ਨਾਲ ਇਹ ਧੰਨਵਾਦੀ ਤੁਹਾਡੇ ਜੇਕਰ ਇਹ ਪ੍ਰੋਗਰਾਮ ਤੁਹਾਨੂੰ ਪਸੰਦ ਆ ਰਹੇ ਨੇ ਕਿਉਂਕਿ ਸਾਡੇ ਪ੍ਰੋਗਰਾਮ ਦਾ ਮਕਸਦ ਤੁਹਾਨੂੰ ਐਜੂਕੇਟ ਕਰਨ ਦਾ ਇੰਪਾਇਰ ਕਰਨ ਦਾ ਅਤੇ ਇੰਸਪਾਇਰ ਕਰਨ ਦਾ ਸੋ ਜੇਕਰ ਇਹ ਪ੍ਰੋਗਰਾਮਸ ਪਸੰਦ ਆਉਂਦੇ ਨੇ ਤਾਂ ਜ਼ਰੂਰ ਸਾਡਾ ਫੇਸਬੁੱਕ ਦੇ ਉੱਤੇ ਦਾ ਹਰਪ੍ਰੀਤ ਸਿੰਘ ਸ਼ੋ ਪੇਜ ਅਤੇ ਯੂਟਿਊਬ 'ਤੇ youtube.com/ਹਰਪ੍ਰੀਤ ਸਿੰਘ ਸ਼ੋ 'ਤੇ ਜਾ ਕੇ ਸਬਸਕ੍ਰਾਈਬ ਵੀ ਕਰ ਸਕਦੇ ਹੋ ਇੱਥੇ ਹੀ ਕਰਨਾ ਪ੍ਰੋਗਰਾਮ ਦੀ ਸਮਾਪਤੀ ਫਿਰ ਮੁਲਾਕਾਤ ਕਰਾਂਗੇ ਦੇਖਦੇ ਰਿਹਾ ਕਰੋ ਦਾ ਹਰਪ੍ਰੀਤ ਸਿੰਘ ਸ਼ੋ ਹੈਵ ਅ ਸੇਫ ਇਵਨਿੰਗ ਐਂਡ ਇੰਜੋਏ ਯੋਰਸੈਲਫ
Lega. Them call me like the mover, movers music, so I respond to school trips doing oral hygiene presentations. And my favorite moment was actually when we took a soccer ball out of a box and revealed it to the class of about 800 people, and they all erupted with excitement, and they were all so happy to receive a really good football.
Please forgive me. Never meant to hurt you. In my desire, well, baby, me now, please forgive me. Never meant to hurt you. In my desire, well, baby, me now, I'm a very lonely man, so I'm in my life. I'm a jack, my darling. I'm a very lonely man, so I want you in my life like a house needs a roof, my baby.
Part of this trip so far was by far going to the hospitals and giving all the patients biscuits and juice and seeing how appreciative they were of just such a small gesture. Despite their hardships and despite being in such terrible conditions, it really touched me.
So my memorable moment was when I went to the hospital and I had a bit of an epiphany. I changed from my why me, hard done by attitude to my why me, how lucky I am attitude. Thank you.
I want to take this opportunity to thank Indo-Africa Group. They have really done a great job in Uganda, in this part of the country.
Finally got the chance to go to this orphanage, to see the kids, to give donations, and it was just wonderful. It was more than I could ever expect.
ਐਨਕਾਸਾ ਟਾਈਲ ਅਤੇ ਸਟੋਨ ਸ਼ੋਰੂਮ ਇੱਕ ਐਸੀ ਥਾਂ ਹੈ ਜਿੱਥੇ ਤੁਹਾਨੂੰ ਹੋਲਸੇਲ ਕੀਮਤਾਂ ਤੇ ਹਰ ਕਿਸਮ ਦੀਆਂ ਟਾਈਲਸ, ਸਟੋਨ, ਮਾਰਬਲ, ਬੈਕਸਪਲੈਸ਼, ਮੋਜ਼ੇਕ ਆਦਿ ਵਾਜਬ ਕੀਮਤਾਂ ਤੇ ਮਿਲ ਸਕਦਾ ਹੈ। ਇਟਾਲੀਅਨ, ਸਪੈਨਿਸ਼, ਚਾਈਨੀਜ਼ ਪੋਰਸਲਨ ਜਾਂ ਸਿਰੈਮਿਕ ਟਾਈਲਸ ਜਾਂ ਮਾਰਬਲ ਸਪੈਸ਼ਲ ਆਰਡਰ ਤੇ ਜਾਂ ਕਲੀਅਰੈਂਸ ਤੇ ਲੈ ਸਕਦੇ ਹੋ। ਮਾਲਕ ਡਾਇਰੈਕਟ ਟਾਈਲਸ ਇੰਪੋਰਟ ਕਰਦੇ ਹਨ, ਜਿਸ ਕਰਕੇ ਵਧੀਆ ਕੁਆਲਿਟੀ ਦਾ ਸਮਾਨ ਤੁਸੀਂ ਆਪਣੇ ਘਰ ਦਾ ਸ਼ਿੰਗਾਰ ਬਣਾ ਸਕਦੇ ਹੋ। ਅੱਜ ਹੀ ਵਿਜ਼ਿਟ ਕਰੋ 1304 84 ਐਵਨਿਊ ਸਰੀ। ਪੰਜਾਬੀ ਹਿੰਦੀ ਵਿੱਚ ਗੱਲ ਕਰਨ ਲਈ ਕਾਲ ਕਰੋ 604 330 7363 604 330 7363।
ਕੁਦਰਤ ਦੇ ਸੌਮਿਆਂ ਦੀ ਵਰਤੋਂ ਆਯੁਰਵੇਦਾ ਰਾਹੀਂ 5000 ਸਾਲਾਂ ਤੋਂ ਚੱਲਦੀ ਆ ਰਹੀ ਹੈ ਤੇ ਹੁਣ ਕੈਨੇਡਾ ਵਿੱਚ ਹੀ ਬਣਾਏ ਗਏ ਹੈਲਥ ਕੈਨੇਡਾ ਵੱਲੋਂ ਅਪਰੂਵਡ 100% ਸ਼ੁੱਧ ਆਯੁਰਵੈਦਿਕ ਡਾਇਟਰੀ ਸਪਲੀਮੈਂਟਸ ਦਾ ਲਾਭ ਲੈ ਸਕਦੇ ਹੋ। ਸਟ੍ਰੈਸ, ਐਂਗਜ਼ਾਇਟੀ, ਇਨਸੋਮਨੀਆ, ਬਲੱਡ ਸ਼ੂਗਰ, ਕਿਡਨੀ, ਬਲੈਡਰ, ਹਾਜ਼ਮਾ, ਆਈਸਾਈਟ ਜਾਂ ਕਿਸੇ ਵੀ ਕਿਸਮ ਦੀ ਬਿਮਾਰੀ ਦਾ ਆਰਗੈਨਿਕ ਇਲਾਜ, ਜੋੜਾਂ ਦੀਆਂ ਦਰਦਾਂ ਤੇ ਸਰੀਰਕ ਮਸਾਜ ਲਈ ਕਈ ਕਿਸਮ ਦੇ ਆਯੁਰਵੈਦਿਕ ਤੇਲ ਵੀ ਉਪਲਬਧ ਹਨ। ਹੋਲਸੇਲ ਕੀਮਤਾਂ ਲਈ ਕਾਲ 604 628 2003।
ਘਰ ਇੱਕ ਐਸੀ ਥਾਂ ਹੁੰਦੀ ਹੈ ਜਿੱਥੇ ਹਰ ਕੋਈ ਆਪਣੀ ਨਿੱਜੀ ਜ਼ਿੰਦਗੀ ਦੇ ਸੁਨਹਿਰੀ ਪਲ ਯਾਦ ਰੱਖਦਾ ਹੈ। ਉਹ ਜਗ੍ਹਾ ਜਿੱਥੇ ਉਹ ਰਹਿੰਦਾ ਹੈ ਤੇ ਪਿਆਰ ਭਰਿਆ ਜੀਵਨ ਬਤੀਤ ਕਰਦਾ ਹੈ। ਇਹ ਗੱਲਾਂ ਤਾਂ ਹੀ ਪੂਰੀਆਂ ਹੁੰਦੀਆਂ ਨੇ ਜਦ ਕਿਸੇ ਜਗ੍ਹਾ ਨੂੰ ਸਜੇ ਹੋਏ ਘਰ 'ਚ ਬਦਲਿਆ ਜਾਵੇ। ਨਵੇਂ ਘਰਾਂ ਨੂੰ ਫਰੇਮਿੰਗ ਤੋਂ ਲੈ ਕੇ ਫਿਨਿਸ਼ਿੰਗ ਤੱਕ, ਡ੍ਰੇਪਰੀ, ਪੇਂਟਿੰਗਸ ਤੋਂ ਲੈ ਕੇ ਡੈਕੋਰੇਸ਼ਨ ਐਕਸੈਸਰੀਜ਼ ਤੱਕ, ਤੁਸੀਂ SK ਹੋਮ ਡਿਜ਼ਾਈਨਸ ਦੀਆਂ ਪ੍ਰੋਫੈਸ਼ਨਲ ਸਰਵਿਸਿਜ਼ ਲੈ ਕੇ ਆਪਣੇ ਸੁਪਨਿਆਂ ਦੇ ਘਰ ਨੂੰ ਹਕੀਕਤ 'ਚ ਬਦਲ ਸਕਦੇ ਹੋ। ਕੰਟੈਕਟ ਕਰੋ ਸੰਦੀਪ ਕੌਰ 604 825 9295।
ਜੇ ਕਿਸੇ ਬਿਜ਼ਨਸਮੈਨ ਨੂੰ ਕੋਈ ਪਿਆਰ ਕਰਦਾ ਹੈ ਤਾਂ ਕੀ ਵਜ੍ਹਾ ਹੋ ਸਕਦੀ ਹੈ? ਸੁਖੀ ਬਾਟ ਮੋਟਰਸ ਦੇ ਓਨਰ ਸੁਖੀ ਬਾਟ ਨੂੰ ਵੇਖ ਕੇ ਇਹ ਗੱਲ ਸਮਝ ਆ ਜਾਂਦੀ ਹੈ। ਇੰਟੈਲੀਜੈਂਸ ਦਾ ਉਦਾਹਰਨ ਇਹ ਹੈ ਕਿ ਕਾਰ ਸੈਗਮੈਂਟ ਤੋਂ ਵੱਖ ਸੁਖੀ ਬਾਟ ਮੋਟਰਸ ਲੈ ਕੇ ਆਏ ਨੇ ਸਰੀ ਦਾ ਪਹਿਲਾ ਟਰੱਕ ਸੈਂਟਰ, ਜਿੱਥੇ ਤੁਹਾਡੇ ਲੋੜ ਦੇ ਹਿਸਾਬ ਨਾਲ ਤੁਹਾਨੂੰ ਲੋੜੀਂਦੇ ਟਰੱਕਸ ਬਾਰੇ ਗਾਈਡੈਂਸ ਦਿੱਤੀ ਜਾਂਦੀ ਹੈ। ਸਪੇਸ, ਮੋਡੀਫਿਕੇਸ਼ਨ ਤੇ ਫਿਊਲ ਐਫੀਸ਼ੀਐਂਸੀ ਸਭ ਨੂੰ ਧਿਆਨ ਵਿੱਚ ਰੱਖਿਆ ਜਾਂਦਾ ਹੈ। ਸੁਖੀ ਬਾਟ ਟਰੱਕ ਸੈਂਟਰ ਇਹਨਾਂ ਟਰੱਕਾਂ ਨਾਲ ਹੀ ਹੈ ਟੌਰ।